Published 1547 EDT, the 11th of October 2017. Updated 1601 EDT, the 11th of October 2017. Treasury Chief Secretary Elizabeth Truss said it was clear that Britain's economy had done well since the Brexit vote. A senior Treasury minister yesterday revealed she has changed her mind about Brexit after her department's dire predictions failed to materialize. Treasury Chief Secretary Elizabeth Truss said it was clear that Britain's economy had done well since the Brexit vote, despite Treasury warnings it would be plunged into an immediate recession. Ms. Truss, who was not at the Treasury when it ran its Project Fear campaign on Brexit, said she was now focusing on seizing the opportunities made available by leaving the EU. "The facts have changed and I've changed my mind," she said. "What we have seen since the Brexit vote is our economy has done well. We haven't seen the dire predictions come to pass." Former Chancellor George Osborne used the Treasury to produce a string of controversial warnings during last year's referendum campaign. Claims included a prediction that a Brexit vote would spark an immediate recession and lead to 500,000 job losses. In the event, both the economy and the number of people in employment have continued to grow. Ms. Truss, who is Chancellor Philip Hammond's deputy, yesterday offered a partial defense for the Treasury, saying no one has a crystal ball, but she added all of us had to make a judgment on what we thought the future would look like. "I made a judgment thinking it would be bad for the economy. Since we have left, it has been more positive, so the facts have changed and I have changed my mind." She added the other thing is that there was a big moment on June 23 when British people voted to leave and it was an expression about what kind of country we wanted to be. "I think that has changed the debate in this country as well." The last week, Health Secretary Jeremy Hunt, another prominent Remainer, revealed he had also changed his mind on Brexit because of the arrogance displayed by the EU. Last week, Health Secretary Jeremy Hunt, another prominent Remainer, revealed he had also changed his mind on Brexit because of the arrogance displayed by the EU. Hunt said he had become a late convert to Brexit, adding, "Frankly, the way the EU Commission has behaved since the referendum has been very disappointing. It's that arrogance that we've seen. Every time we make really generous and open-hearted offers it's not enough." But First Secretary of State Damien Green said he would still vote Remain. Mr. Green, who is effectively Theresa May's deputy, said it would have been better if Britain had voted to stay in the EU. He added, "I argued against it, but the country took the decision. I'm a Democrat. I respect that decision. It is my public duty now to try and make the best Brexit we can, and that's what I'm trying to do in government." Mrs. May faced criticism this week after she refused 3 times to say whether she would now vote to leave the EU. The PM initially dismissed it as a hypothetical question before saying she would look at the facts and come to a judgment before deciding which way to cast her vote. The SNP's parliamentary leader Ian Blackford rounded on her yesterday, saying she was hamstrung by Tory divisions on the issue. Mrs. May hit back, saying there is no second referendum. "The people of the United Kingdom voted and we will be leaving the EU in March 2019. A spokesman for Jeremy Corbyn, who voted Remain last year, declined to say which way the Labour leader would vote if there was another Brexit vote. The spokesman said there isn't any referendum in prospect and nor do we support one. He added that Mrs. May's response showed she clearly has no confidence in her own negotiating platform.